At one time, he was the president of the volunteer fire departments. He come in with a list of materials and items they needed several months ago and asked if we help. And we were trying to do what we could to help. And he come back with a quote on some AED machines. And at one time, the county had a grant, and our match for that grant was $5,000. We told them that we would honor that $5,000 anyway, even though we didn't have the grant anymore. Also, they had some fire trucks and things they sold at an auction, and normally that went back to whatever fire department they came from. They was in agreement to share that money amongst the whole volunteer fire system as far as the EMR program, right?
Mm-hmm. That money all went back to the, well, instead of each individual department getting it, they wanted to put it in with the EMR money and try to get some equipment with it. We came up with almost enough to buy these AEDs.
Right.
And y'all finished it out for us.
Anyway, he had a quote on them, and it was over our $5,000 and the money they had from the fire department, the auction. And we also, we agreed to purchase the AED machines anyway. So we would like to tell you, Mr. Chisholm, that we have 10 new machines to go.
9 more of them look just like it.
9 more just like
Just like it.
Y'all want to get a picture with them, or what y'all want to do? That's up to
Y'all want to?
Everybody always on paper.
All right.
You just say some good stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all want to stand up? All of us get a picture?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Let's get over here. Is that where we need to be?
Probably, but put me in the back. No, I'll put you in the front.
Don't get right here.
I'm gonna stand over where you make sure she get a picture of me.
You're the tallest, right here.
You get one over there.
Me right there. Me right there. Oh.
You gave it to me. Was it
sealed? It's sealed.
I need
You're
it.
not supposed to. Can you open it up? I'm gonna show it to you. It's open for me. There you go.
That's
Let's stand up for the scooting.
Get in there.
Oh, y'all look so
Y'all get a lot closer.
happy.
Get a lot closer. Lot
Lot
closer.
closer,
Lot closer.
like y'all love each other.
Keep, no, still closer, closer, more and more.
Come on,
Steve, turn this way.
Y'all
Turn.
turn. Okay.
Yeah, turn.
There you
Just let your hands go. Just
Turn like that.
There you go.
I had the agenda Friday.
She'll have it. Thank you for playing.
All right, here we go.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Appreciate it.
Where's your way to go?
Good deal, buddy.
They said it.
That helps, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
He called me, let me know.
Oh, sorry. That's my goal.
Like, you other night,
They're all right. They're all right.
we'll get them one.
Hey, Wade, each department's name is on the bottom of the box that they need to go, that's how we got on the document.
Okay, public hearing for cleaning private property, 1284 County Road 205, Blue Springs. Is there anything?
All right, the deal on that property, Miss Diane Smith and a David Smith had lived there for quite some time. They both passed away, and she's got a grandson or a stepson or something that's in jail now. It's a Whitlow. He came in, tore the sides off the mobile home, let the insulation go everywhere just to strip the copper wire out. I've been out there a couple of times on some complaints of the neighbors calling in that this insulation is blowing into their house, and actually the woman had COPD and was having a hard time breathing without all this, but anyway, so we've been out there and we just recommended that the board, does this to clean it up, because it is a hazard to health and humans out there. It's just it's dangerous. You can't even walk beside it. There's wall, tin laying everywhere, screws laying everywhere, insulation blowing everywhere. It's just a nuisance to the neighbors in that community. We've got petitions signed from, 7 or 8 different neighbors that lives there, all up down 205, and they all in the agreement that it needs to be gone.
And notice has been posted and given, and so if you authorize it, then the county can clean it up. And
We're probably gonna get, still trying to help us with the track because the backhoes, we're gonna run off our tires out there on it.
Right.
We don't need anything with that, for tires, so we're gonna talk to Mike McCord and
Y'all-
we'll haul it off.
Y'all can clean it up, and then I believe that we can assess it on the tax bill, with Henry's office against the property, so it'll be a lien against the property.
You do have these cleaned up. Looks bad.
Okay, so
Guess we need a
we
motion
need
to
some motion.
clean it if y'all
Make a
want.
motion to clean this property up.
Motion by Randy,
So,
second by Dave, all in favor? Motion carried.
One more thing while we on dumps. We had this dump also on 107 that we had the hearing set for last month sometime, but the owner's coming in. Not necessarily the owner of the property, but the one that did the dumping, I got ahold of them. They have cleaned this dump up. It is nice. They've sowed grass seeds on it. They've got hay laid over it. So they got through with it Friday of this week, of last week. So I went and looked at it this morning. They've got their fence up in front of it like it's supposed to have, and the no dumping sign. So as far as that dump's concerned, it's cleaned, and once it comes time, I'll send the pictures on into DEQ, and then we'll just close that case, because it's been handled by the one that done the dumping.
Okay, that's good. Number 3 says approved change order allowing additional 20 days to bridge project on County Road 128 and County Road 188. They're finished with your bridge, aren't they?
Matter of fact, it's opening today, so I don't know if the original contract needed 20 days added to it, or that's only it could have been, because like I say, they don't need it now, no, because they're through it.
Well, number 4 also authorize an engineer to advertise for bridge construction on bridge number 88. That is my 128, Terry, so, but see, we're having to
It's on
advertise.
County Road 128 or
Instead
88?
of 88.
This is bridge number 88, it's on County Road 128.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So these 2, 3, and 4, this change order, as far as Randy's bridge, like he's talking about, unless it needed time on the original contract, and as far
Oh,
as.
that was on that first project, when you had your culverts and the bridge, and there were 20 days. They like 20 days. I think they had an error in the starting date, so he was gonna add 20 days on there, on that first project.
Okay.
They had a set number of days to do the project in, and it actually
One
went wrong. It wasn't right to start with.
Okay.
So
Before we wrote
We
the
do
check,
need
he
to-
wanted
we
us
do
to
need
approve
to
that. Yeah,
Approve a change order, so
that's correct.
Okay, motion to approve.
motion by Randy,
second.
second by Evan, all in favor? Motion carried.
If you go over your days, you pay so much money.
There you go, ma'am.
Okay, number 4, authorize our engineer to advertise for bridge construction on bridge number 88.
That's so, where you put that bridge in. So
So
those
it's called
culverts.
128.
I guess that they had,
Second.
or she had.
Motion by Chad, second by Dave, all in favor? Motion carried. Approved claim dockets for the month of May.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve the board minutes for the month of May.
Make a motion.
Motion by Dave, second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve a road department work schedule for the month of June.
Second.
Motion by Evan, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve the solid waste register.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Chad, second by Dave, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve bailiff pay. So we have 4.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Randy,
Second.
second by Evan, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve Chancery Clerk payment for homestead application reimbursement.
Motion.
Second. Motion by Dave, second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve full-time sheriff department for Justice Bridges as jailer.
Yes, sir. We, last board meeting, we hired Mr. Barton, and when he turned his resignation in at Marsh County Prison, they offered him more money, so he said he wouldn't accept the position here, so we, like to ask the board to hire Justin Bridges to take that spot there.
Okay, need a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Chad,
Second.
second by Evan, all in favor? Motion carried.
Got a problem.
Take on everybody.
Got a problem coming here. Can we skip,
Approve our board, approve our board attorney's contract. We need to discuss this.
Have you approved that contract?
I have,
and did you look over it, did
I made sure it
Did it suit you?
it's really good for the attorney.
That's what I figured.
Always is, and
I'm making a motion. Second.
Motion by Chad, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carried.
all right. Take a breath and sign right there.
You got look, 12 more months anyway.
You gotta sign
We're only
it.
here for 12 more months.
There you go.
You can date it and then, thank you.
I know to read over it.
Okay, approve travel, food, and lodging for tax assessor, collector, and deputy assessor for the MACA conference in Biloxi, July 8th through 12th.
So moved.
Motion by Dave, second by Evan, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve list of tags surrendered for the month of May.
There's your list.
I make a motion.
There's a whole list tag, and you're gonna look at them, you're gonna look at them. Motion by Chad,
Second.
second by Evan, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve election commissioner claim forms.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Evan, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carried. Approve circuit clerk payment for services as registrar.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Evan, all in favor?
Yeah.
Motion carried.
Steve, we approved the low bid on cutting the trees, we already done that.
No, sir.
Who's gonna add that on there?
You was gonna add it to it?
There's more stuff.
We gotta add my bridge repair too.
Yeah,
There's
Okay.
more stuff.
just got that, I just,
Approved circuit clerk payment for court.
Make motion.
Take it under advisement, I think.
Second.
Motion by Evans, second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried. All right, on the trees, we had a recommendation from Mississippi State
Century, yeah, he was.
to take them down. And we got a few quotes on it, and Zinger Tree Service. Terry, you got some figures over
Yeah,
there?
he was 49,2750. And really, you don't have to get two quotes, but we had some other quotes too, and, we had some quotes for 7,000, one for 9,990, one for 12,500. And, so, Zinger was the cheapest, 49. That was cutting 6 trees and grinding 7 stumps. So, and I think he can start on the 27th of June, on the Wednesday. The city's gonna help y'all too on that, right?
Yes, sir. I talked to the mayor and he said he would. Just remind him and let him know.
How long is it gonna take? Do we know?
They said 1 to 2 days.
We gotta get the fire line took down too. And I talked to, Bill Maddox, he said it wouldn't be no problem with anyone.
You have to take that one down on
Yeah.
this side here.
And the mayor done located everything. He was gonna locate it too.
All of them that put in bid, that submitted quotes or whatever, we talked about us cleaning it up or them cleaning it up. Said if we cleaned it up, had it up as they cut out of the way, they could possibly get it in a day to day and a half. If they had to clean up as they went, it'd probably take them 2 days. But for the prices, we decided we're gonna clean it up ourselves.
Yeah. And the city's willing to help with the cleanup?
Yeah.
Steve, I make a motion to accept the lowest bid.
Motion by Randy. Second by Dave. All in favor? Motion carried. Now we're gonna go ahead and get them down, but we're not gonna set anything back out till fall. Because, I mean, this would be a bad time setting anything out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What did you say? What else was on there? About some quotes?
I gave Ned a change order a while ago on the courthouse project. We had a change order to add the doors and 3 doors on the front and the 2 side doors. They're gonna rework those, hang them and prime them and all that. They have the electrical doors on front, what do you call it, the motion door. They're gonna fix all that, redo all that.
So this is the change
Different
order.
doors or the same doors?
Probably be different, I would think, wouldn't you, Steve? I think it'd be different.
I mean, I
New door.
think it's gonna be new doors, isn't
Okay, good. You know, there's cracks that,
it? Isn't it? It might.
well,
Yeah,
this
he
I'm
is.
says
not
to
100% sure.
renovate.
I don't think it's new doors.
This says to renovate the 3 sets of empty doors on the Union County Courthouse. Replace all commercial door hardware on 3 pair entry doors. Clean fill as needed. Sand and repaint 3 pair entry doors.
That's what it was, all
Okay.
new hardware.
Provide
New hardware.
Provide new weatherstripping and then remove and reinstall electrical hardware on all this. $24,009.
I think a lot of the door locks and stuff, some of them pretty hard to lock and unlock. And I think they're gonna replace all that. And the motion, open and close, remember to work right.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion to, approve the change order.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Randy. All in favor? Motion carried.
Right there, please, sir. There you go.
Mr. Net, was there anything else that you had that would be?
Yeah, bridge repair at bridge, non-stop ball.
We got those two quotes.
That's it right here.
County Road 47, is that it?
Mm-hmm. That's the two quotes for that bridge on County Road 47.
Yeah, he's gonna come by and sign one of those. He got a little better,
A little bit of it.
he can sign it.
That's it, well,
Yeah. Strengthen it up.
Which bridge?
Board,
Who is this?
long straw ball.
I know that it in there.
And something that you can use. They can build something to get under it before they can start to work.
I thought there was more than just that one.
Repairs immediately, it's no Creek Bridge.
There's some cover, big pipe.
Okay. This is the one right past the jumper place.
Yeah.
Steve, on that paving
Oh,
project,
they is, too. You're on, one of them's concrete.
Yeah.
Do what, Terry?
on that paving project too, you got that, Larry, when you put on there, authorize it, not like that, but authorize the board president to sign any required supplemental agreement for SAP 7316. That's that slurry seal project.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I think you're gonna
I remember
add
Larry
like
coming, I remember Larry coming in there and talking to you about that.
Yes, and that
And on,
miles on there.
on these quotes here, one's from, what is that, Mackill from Olive Branch for $12,000. And one's from Circle W from Etta for $8,000. So
And what's that for, Steve?
it says to repair Mud
Bridge.
Creek Bridge on County Road 47.
I make a motion to approve the low bid.
Motion by Dave, second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carried. Okay, what Terry was just mentioning, again, Larry Britt come in the other day on our slurry seal project, and what was he asking Terry?
Yeah, that's it, was approximately 9.17
Yeah, but-
miles that you're adding on that project, state aid project. SAP 7316M, and he was wanting to authorize the board president to sign any required supplemental agreement on that project. SAP 7316M.
Okay, what's? Need a motion to, says the board president, for, I think, say, trust me, sign something of,
Sign the supplemental agreement for that state aid project.
motion by Dave, you made a motion, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, motion by Dave,
Second.
second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carried.
And we added that too. Each one.
Yeah, Sam, Cam. We
Okay,
don't have anyone
okay.
to.
So we'll just wait again.
Oh, he can't.
We'll just wait again.
He's got conflict on Thursdays and he works at a nursing home on Thursdays,
Mm.
so we can't.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Second notices for delinquent taxes go out this week. So we got 1,811 delinquent taxes. Hey, but that's less than last year, so that's a good thing.
Delinquent tax, no.
Anything else?
I paid mine. Hey, man, one more year.
Wade, you have anything else? Kurt?
May not be able to do next year.
Phyllis, how many, folks gonna show up to vote tomorrow?
Not many. We got 4 more absentees in the mail today, so we voted 54 absentees
54.
out of 40 boxes, because we gotta have Democrat and Republican, so it's gonna be bad. People don't even know there is an election, do y'all think?
A lot of people don't.
Not much to vote on in this county.
But it costs the same amount of money and we do the same amount of work, whether 1 or 10,000 show up.
$5,000
So, more than that.
for one hour.
Oh, yeah, I'd say at least
I
10.
think they could combine these elections, one more people was on.
With regard to the trees, my recollection from conversations we had some time ago was Forester, Mississippi State recommended take these trees down, and that he gave an opinion that the trees over a great many years has not been properly pruned and trimmed. Is that still essentially the case there?
I don't know if he gave that opinion that they weren't properly trimmed.
No, he did not.
They just,
Age.
have, ended, they're at the end of their life.
So there's no longer an opinion that they were not properly pruned?
I mean,
He didn't give that
he
opinion.
didn't tell us that, he checked them and 4 of them were dangerous and
He said 4 were hollow
They're hollow.
and 2 are still viable, but, then you keep 2.
So we're taking down 6 trees.
yes, sir.
And it was approved by the
Approved by
archives.
the archives.
Looked just like it did in 1906 or whatever.
There you go.
Do we know what we're planting back? Who will help us decide what to plant back?
He
Archives.
recommended.
Permit said pin oaks, I think. We-
Archives recommended pin oaks, but he recommended a variety of oak trees.
What are these?
Pin oaks.
Pin oaks?
Yeah.
He recommended a scarlet
Scarlet oak,
that would
have a
have a little bit of color in the fall.
fall color.
I think archives' biggest thing was just plant something back, about like what we had, as many trees and all that.
Any suggestions on size of the trees that'll be replanted?
I think we'll get some pretty good. We'll try to get good sized trees.
Yeah, we're trying to get some larger trees instead of little saplings.
Right. 109 years, huh? Maybe these new ones will last 109 years.
Any more comments or questions or? Need a motion to recess to Monday, June 18th.
Motion.
Motion by Randy,